Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the talk show, this time with Khanna President ADTOI. An exclusive announcement being made about the convention, but before that, there are a lot of issues to be discussed with the tour operators, domestic tour operators, which are facing and haunting them. Mr. Khanna, welcome to the talk show with TravelSpan.
Thank you.
Please tell us something about the issues which you're facing, which the domestic tour operators are facing these days.
In today's date, if you really see that the domestic tour operators are basically the middle and the small tour operators. And with the online big giants, we are facing a lot of problems because the dates they are flushing on their websites are very, very less. And apart from that, when the client goes into the web and they see that there is a lot of differences in the what exactly we are providing to them and what the online giants agents they are providing to them. This is the main, basically the challenge which we are facing. Not only that, GST is another challenge which we are facing. Now, if you really look into that there is a lot of difference if you consider about the neighboring countries and our even the European countries, where the GST or the service taxes or the VAT is not more than 7 to 8 or 9%, whereas we are giving only on the 7,500 rupees hotel room night 28%, which is a very high figure. And people think that it is better to go to the different country or the neighboring country or to Europe rather than spending your money into India. So this is a challenge which we are facing about that, and we are requesting the Finance Ministry and the Ministry of Tourism to please look into that so that we have a more viability and we can really promote domestic tourism into India. Domestic is a very big market, and if we have a lot of potential, we have a lot of everything we have in India, but the budgets and everything, that is very important that the taxes should be decreased, and we also request that there should be income tax exemption on the domestic tourism. That is more important.
This is very significant point. Say income tax exemptions you are talking about. How far this has been justified in the budget which has been slated? Because Prime Minister Modi has been talking about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Saath. All these kind of words are there, but then definitely he's talking very India-centric image he's trying to create. Are you satisfied with the Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas?
See, if you really look into that, our main agenda in this and the theme is Sampoorn Bharat Brahman. Exactly. This is actually our Honorable Prime Minister is also saying that you look into India, see India, explore India, experience India. That exactly we are doing, and we want that exactly. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. It is only once possible once we have some kind of a simplicity in our tax policies. And there should not be a tax structure which is very, very high compared to the other countries. Only then we can really see. Employment is another factor which can be really generated through our own promotions in India, and the revenue can be generated once we really promote India as a destination. And Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas tabhi ho sakta hai once we really think that the tax structures are very, very fine in India and they are really competitive to other countries, and we really look into the infrastructure of the states, and definitely we have the connectivity we need with the other states like the Northeast. If I am talking about, connectivity is very, very important. The roads are very, very important. Railways are very important. Railways should be, the infrastructure on the railways should be developed. It is not like that, sometimes we go and we see that even the toilets are stinking, if you really see on that. So this has to be improved.
Mr. Khanna, we had this morning when we heard our Finance Minister talking about modernization of the railway station, which is a very good step towards domestic tourism again, enhancing that. That will always boost the tourism into our place, which may take a bit of time, but then definitely is a good step towards this. Your convention 16 to 18 in Gujarat is another step again. First time you're handling it there. What topics you're suggesting there?
So we are taking into consideration, the moderation of the railway stations is a very, very good step, and we'll see that not only the railway station, even the rails should be modernized in such a way. If you really consider, I am considering about the European rails and the bit rails, everything, and the Amtrak. where if you see, you really
Yes.
find
Yeah.
a different, atmosphere and the cleanliness and everything where
Yeah.
we are lacking in India. So moderation of this only stations is not sufficient. Facilities should be there, and there should be cleanliness, and there should be a kind of a facilities available on the railways on board also.
I'm sure that this message is also being watched by the Finance Ministry, by the PMO office, also the Travel Span TV, which goes live and exclusively with you. And talking in terms of domestic tourism, we discussed also about the airports development, which is a key subject matter again. I'm sure that these kind of subjects you are taking up with your convention slated for Ahmedabad.
Yes, we are taking on the railways, we are taking on the aviation, we are taking on the hotels, we are taking on the infrastructure, we are taking on the roads, everything we are taking, transportation, we are taking in our convention, in which is happening in Ahmedabad, and we are very, very, glad and pleasure that this convention is happening in our Honorable Prime Minister's own home. So that's the best exactly we are thinking, and we'll hope a lot of things that it will be, a very successful convention with what message we want to give it to the country, not only to the country, to the government, and it will be added and it will be implemented.
Thank you very much, Mr. Khanna, for your time. Really appreciate
Thank you.
it. Thank you.
Very much. Thank you.